Expo Arquitetura Sustentável 2015, tivemos o prazer e a honra de termos como keynote speaker o senhor Arab Hoballah, que é chefe de sustentabilidade, estilo de vida e cidades e indústrias da ONU. Arab, mais uma vez em São Paulo, uma alegria para todos nós. Eu gostaria de perguntar para você, como que você vê os subsídios em processos de certificação? Eles são necessários? Nós precisamos aguardar por isso?
It is absolutely necessary for the certification system to get some incentives. They cannot go on their own. They always started on the voluntary basis. But at some point, the government have to take a huge responsibility in inducing the companies, in inducing the engineers and the architect in looking for a certification system that correspond to the nature of building that we will be having. This is not just a cost for the government, because at the end of the day, it's also benefits. A certified building, a certified house, is a building or a house that will be using less electricity, less water, emitting less CO2 emissions, which globally at the end of the day is just a lot of savings for the government on its own, so saving money. So if it appears to have a reduction in the taxation system or having an incentives to be primary a cost in the beginning, it becomes at the end savings for everybody. And these are not just talks, these are examples around the world that functions very well. For example, you go to Germany, Netherlands or France, and you want today to have a new house or a new building that respects a certain number of criteria in terms of sustainability, in terms of energy efficiency. You can have a tax reduction for a certain amount of the money you will be taking from the bank or you will be investing. Or you will be allowed to reimburse the loan you get from the bank after 4 or 5 or even 6 years, when you start getting back money from the energy systems and so on. You can also have, if you want to retrofit your apartment today, you can go to a bank and ask for a loan of $20,000, to take an example, 20,000 euro. You can have a tax exemption for a certain period of time and then reimburse later. So cases exist around the world for that. At the same time, when you have a building that is going to be certified, you are going to raise awareness in the market for new material, for new construction build material, for new type of building, that you create a demand for that. And slowly, the market will evolve in that. And at the end of the day, the big winner will be the growth in the country, will be the capital of the government. So it is absolutely necessary for governments to understand that this is a win-win. A win for them in saving money in the long term, even if they invest in the beginning. A win for the citizens and the people who will be living in greener apartment, which meaning that they will have less health problems, which means reducing the cost of health issue going to hospital. And a win for the environment, which is at the end of the day, what we are looking all, which is environmental sustainability. Say yes, certification system to become common practice need an incentive, need a support, and this is absolutely feasible and it can be done. I've taken the examples in Europe. There is no problem having it in Brazil, in Sao Paulo precisely. It can be in any country. It just requires people to be well informed, a banking system that is adapted to that, and the policy makers who provide the right policy framework, the good policy market instrument, and the incentives for this.
Bom, vocês acabaram de ouvir com essa maravilhosa explicação um dos homens mais brilhantes nessa questão de gestão, produção, consumo, estilo de vida, que nome queiram ter dado agora para o cargo do Arab Hoballah na ONU, mas ele é uma pessoa que viaja o mundo inteiro ajudando, falando com governantes, falando com prefeitos, ajudando para que as cidades cresçam de uma forma sustentável. E é isso que nós temos falado sempre. Nós estamos precisando de um pequeno empurrão. Não é um grande empurrão, mas um incentivo, políticas de incentivo para proprietários, para construtores, para que nesse momento difícil que estamos vivendo agora, nós consigamos ter mais fôlego para conseguirmos de uma forma definitiva implementar os processos de certificação no nosso país. Como sempre, Árabe, eu quero muito te agradecer. É uma honra novamente para todos nós você ter atendido o nosso convite e dividir todo esse enorme conhecimento e experiência conosco. Muito obrigada.
I first want to thank you for inviting me, for sharing my experience with the Brazilians, with the expert in Sao Paulo, because it's extremely important for me to make sure that what I learn from other countries is shared with the experts and with the citizens here, and also learn things from here and share them with the rest of the world. And in this context, I want to congratulate ICP and Lourdes Printes for the fantastic award they get today for Leeds homes. And I really wish that this is just a beginning of a long list and that more people will take this seriously. There will be more homes that will be certified, and not only in Sao Paulo, throughout the Brazil and Latin America. You're setting a precedent, move ahead on that. It's not just building, we need homes to be certified, and you are making a great start. Fantastic. But this, before concluding and telling you thank you again, I want to send a special message to the people from Brazil. You have a great country that will have a fantastic role in the global economy, but a huge responsibility on environment and sustainability matters. You have a critical role to play on that. The name of Rio and Brazil are well known around the world when you talk about sustainability. So you can lead by examples. You do have resources to make your country extremely successful, but you need to make sure that your brain matches the resources you have, and you need to make sure that your responsibility is at the level of the problems and the challenges you have. Opportunities in Brazil, there are many. Opportunities not only in the building sector, not only at the city level, but in terms of sustainability in general. Each and every Brazilian is responsible in this game. It's as much as for the policymaker, the minister, the mayor, the engineer, the teacher, the citizens. No one is less or more important than others. We are all on the same boat. Each one of us is as important as the other. You can do it. The future is in your hand, and don't put responsibility on your neighbor or on the other country. And as I said, luckily for you, you are a rich country, you have brilliant universities, you have brilliant experts. Just make the best out of it and lead by example. Thank you.